All right, welcome. This is not a story, but a serious topic. This, to me, is the disclaimer here to really understand that when we're doing a session, we are in no way diagnosing, treating, healing, curing any kind of ailments or diseases, okay? That's not what we're doing. We're not designed to do that. So please understand that what we're doing here is at best understood as, let's say, a complementary thing to your, let's say, ordinary doctors and the ordinary system. Okay, so very, very important that aspect. A few examples here of why we are really emphasizing that. Please tell us if you're on any kind of prescription drugs, etc. Let's say you're coming into a session and maybe we don't even know that you have diabetes, okay? And we are then talking about whatever trauma, and for whatever mysterious reason, that diabetes is somehow related to that trauma, okay? That trauma is no longer, okay, well, maybe your body now starts to respond differently, okay? At least we've had those cases where people are testing their blood sugar, and after a session, oh, they don't need that medicine any longer because their blood sugar is stable. Can you believe it? Right? And so I don't think it's such a good idea to just, let's say, no longer take your medicine after a session. Please go to your doctor and make sure that, let's say, they would adjust if needed the doses or whatnot. Okay. The point here was that these people were kind of fortunate because they were testing their blood sugar. Let's say there was no longer the need for taking the medicine, but you were just taking it like a routine, but your body didn't have that uh, response or pikes or lows. I think that's a bad idea as well, right? So that's the reason why please go to your doctor and have your doses checked, okay? Another example is people with high blood pressure, whether they tell us and we are working on this or not, directly or indirectly, and or maybe it's the case that we don't even know that you are having high blood pressure. It definitely have been the case where, you know, after the session, the body is no longer raising the blood pressure as normal, but you just take your medicine as usual. So there's now a really big chance that you are going to get too low blood pressure. Okay, that's not a good thing either. So again, please, this is not to be taken lightly. Please, when it comes to prescription drugs, go to your doctor and get checked, okay, what's actually needed in your case. So then you might ask, hey, what is it that we're doing? Um, my best understanding is that, let's say, cancer, for instance, okay, maybe it's a really good idea to go and get a surgery and remove the big chunk, okay? But I also think that at the end of the day, what needs to change on a root level, so to say, is that your immune system have to, you can say, finish the job, right? And so for the immune system, what is it that allows that to really, let's say, kick in? And I think science on this is pretty clear that the less stress, the better, right? If we can get stress hormones down to zero, that's where you would have optimum condition for your immune system, for your body to be in that homeostasis, right? And that's where how you're perceiving the world, how you're perceiving yourself, all of these, let's say, limiting beliefs or etc., has a lot to do in whether or not we will have that automatic response, that stress response. Okay. And so I think it's a really good idea to complement the, let's say, ordinary treatment with a change in perception, okay, that would allow you to be at ease, have that sensation of peace where you're in that homeostasis. Okay, so try it out. I think it's worthwhile. As even if people have told you that there's nothing you can do about ABC condition, well, maybe, just maybe, I think it's worth to give it a try. Okay? Wishing you all a beautiful day.